Homily 55. On Thursday, the 6th week of Lent, commentaries on verses of the Lord's Prayer by St. John Chrysostom. Our Father, who are in the heavens. Interpretation. You call God Father, and you speak well, because he is both Father and Creator to all of us. But be careful, person, to do works pleasing to God the Father, which are commanded in the Holy Gospel. If you disregard these commandments and instead occupy yourself with impure activities, it's clear that you're not calling upon God, but rather your father the devil, whose will you're following. Therefore, strive to escape from these things and to please your true Father and Creator. And furthermore, if you call God your Father, child, live virtuously, and you will please your Father who is in the heavens. May your name be made holy. Interpretation. What then, is God not holy? Yes, he is holy and most holy, for there is none holy as our God. But I say this, that your name may be sanctified in me. For Christ, and we who are called Christians because of him, are sanctified by his name. And if you honor his most holy name, then keep your soul clean from sins, and correct yourself in good works befitting a son, and his name will be glorified in your purity. For the Lord said, people will see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. May your kingdom come. Interpretation. God is king, for the prophet said, God reigns over the nations, and he rules over all creation, visible and invisible. As a city besieged by enemies asks for help from the earthly king, so too we, surrounded by sinful powers and evil thoughts, pray for God's grace to come upon us, to deliver us from evils, to reign within us, and to judge all things. For by doing good works, we shall enter into his kingdom. May your will be done as in the heavens. Interpretation. For according to his will in the heavens, angels without envy, in humility, and in quietness glorify God profoundly. So also on earth. Interpretation. On earth may people, doing good works as the gospel teaches, glorify God. Our essential bread. Interpretation. This is both heavenly and earthly, for a human is composed of both soul and body. There is bodily bread that is eaten, and the bread of the soul, which is the word of God. For the prophet said, man ate the bread of angels, which is unceasing glorification. Give us this day. Interpretation. If you ask for bread, pray to God not for wealth, nor for tomorrow's food and drink, but for what you need today, and distribute the remainder to the poor, for through this you will find the judge merciful at the future judgment. And forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. Interpretation. This prayer is coupled with an oath. For the Lord said, if you bring your gift to the altar, and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there, go and be reconciled with him, and then come and offer your gift. He did not say to remember any sin at that hour except anger and holding grudges. If you truly have no enmity against anyone in your heart, and have forgiven those who offend you, and all those under your authority who ask for forgiveness, fellow humans who suffer like you, and have fed the hungry, and done all that the Lord commanded in the gospel, or if you have saved someone from misfortune, or done some other good deed, then you have prayed well and rightly ask for forgiveness. But if you harbor evil memories in your thoughts, then you have acquired a curse for yourself. O woe, you have begun to speak lies, and lies are from the devil, for he is the father of lies. And the Lord will destroy all who speak lies, according to prophecy. If you do not abandon anger and envy, and every kind of grudge-holding, nor forgive your debtors their anger, or if you withhold wages from workers, nor give up shameful gains and tavern profits, and bribes for unjust judgment, and all kinds of theft, neither will your sinful debts be forgiven you, for your own lips speak against you. And lead us not into temptation or into misfortune. Interpretation. For the Lord said, if anyone does my will, and stretches out his hands to others in misfortunes, that one is my son, and misfortune will not come near him, nor the torment of the age to come. It is not I, he said, who leads you into temptation, but your father the devil, whose works you do. And his works are these: blasphemy, slander, condemnation, quarreling, fighting, and so forth. If you begin to suffer virtuously or righteously, Pray to God, and both visible and invisible misfortunes will flee from you, and you will be as a beloved son to him, and an heir to his heavenly kingdom. But deliver us from the evil one. Interpretation. If Satan asks to scatter us, as he did your holy disciples of old, or as with righteous Job, do not give him power over us. And if an evil person wants to test or offend us, do not deliver us into his hands, but cover us with your customary love for mankind.